Maybe you're like me. When you buy new brush pens, you want to be careful with them so they'll last forever. Well, I know we all want our brush pens to last forever, but they just won't, no matter how careful we are. So how do you know when it's time to buy a new set? Here's what happened with my Zebra Mildliner brush pens. I love these pens so much. They have a fine tip that matches the brush tip. The brush tip is so nice. This is what the brush tip is supposed to do. It is a little bit firm and it bounces back into place really well. And here is what my frayed brush tip looks like. It's squishy and has a lot of little ink lines on the edges instead of a really clean edge. I can't get as thin of upstrokes. So you want to ask yourself, is your pen frayed because it's not good quality? Have you hardly even used them and they're already fraying even with good paper? Maybe you don't want to buy new pens that are just going to fray right away. But for me, I use these Mildliners so much, especially the gray. I found that this dark gray isn't as harsh as black, but it's just right to have my letters stand out against these colors. Because I use these so much, I knew it would be worth it to invest in them again. And this is my newest Skillshare class. You can see that I use them each day of the 7-day challenge, except for on the last day. I used the purple for the words on that day because I was getting so tired of filling in the rough edges and working with that floppy brush tip. That was how I knew it was for sure time to buy new ones. Even though the other colors could have lasted longer, I was constantly reaching for that gray one, only to get bummed out that it wasn't a satisfying brush tip. I tried to buy the pens individually, but I found that buying the whole set again was actually going to be cheaper than buying the 10 that I needed. So with all of the sets, I was curious which ones were my favorites from. Not the fluorescent, never use those. Not the warm. One of my greens is from the cool set, but I only sometimes use it since I have a brighter green. So it comes down to these two sets, bright and friendly. These two packs have the best colors in the whole set. And I've had these pens for about 3 years, so actually 3 years is a pretty good amount of time for brush pens to last, especially with heavy use. So I hope this helped you to see when it's time to buy new brush pens or just move on. After years of collecting way too many pens, I've learned that you don't need to keep buying new pens all the time. Instead, use up the pens you absolutely love and spend your money on replacing the really good ones that make you feel like your best self while you're lettering. If you want to take my Skillshare class challenge, yes, it is a challenge, you can get a free trial with my link below. And if you want to try these Zebra Mildliners for yourself, you can find the complete set that I bought linked below. It was a great price. If you want to know more about Zebra Mildliners, I'll leave my review video right here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.